Hi everyone, it's Dr. Nancy again, and this is the second video of restoring this land and making a food and herb, food and medicine forest, and restoring the soil from lawn and really dirt. You can see by looking at the roots of these trees again that how much topsoil's been lost over the last 20 years from these poor little ones. Yep, we're hoping to save these guys over the next years as we restore the soil. And I'm thinking I might start over here and create that little deer corridor that I mentioned the last time. I think really what the thing to do is do a little hugelkultur berm. I have a bunch of rotting limbs and such from the trees we had to take down along the easement last year. So I think I might use those to start creating a berm in this section. Again, the deer come from over here between these two trees and cut through from the forest there, go along, and then tuck into the, I don't know if we can see it there, but tuck into the bushes back in here. It's kind of hard to see with the glare of the sun right now, but on video one there was another angle that was a little better. So creating a berm and throwing some compost and soil and making the berm out of a structure of branches with the compost and wood chips and these straw bales kind of forming the texture of the new soil. Probably it'll be mostly compost, but and soil, but we'll include these. Usually I use straw for mulching and for such garden work because hay tends to have seeds in it. But for this particular application, I don't really care that it has some seeds that might go to seed. It might actually enrich the soil to have that higher level of nitrogen. This, it's not composted down, so it actually might be more nutrient rich for the soil. Might use it as a green in a compost, or somewhere between a green and a brown when I make my compost according to the Food Soil Web School's composting guidelines. So there's that. Now I'm going to walk through the carport here, which is where I have my straw stored right now, or my hay actually, to show you the other two areas. Well, there's actually probably like 3 areas. So there's this area in front of us which is losing ground and is actually becomes a little bit of a swamp here in the winter. So so I'm going to be again probably creating some hugelkultur stuff going here just to raise up the level of the soil. We'll be soon getting some wood chips from this fine tree that will be taken down in October, at the beginning of October. You can see the roots are getting more and more exposed as the topsoil has washed away due to the bad, the non-ecologic processes of the former human inhabitant of this place. So that trail will be coming down. We do have this area as well to restore. It also becomes quite mushy in the winter. Yep. So there's this area. This area I'm hoping, we'll see how it goes with the deer, but I'd like to really do some grape arbors here, tuck in some roses, cultivated roses with the wild roses, and also do just lots of Mediterranean herbs in this area, which I'm hoping will keep the deer at bay. probably have an arbor of some sort and a fence here. There is some croscomia there, which apparently the deer don't bother, but my partner was saying she really likes those flowers and wants some, so we'll include those in the design. And then lastly, there's this section here. Again, the shade is kind of makes it difficult to see. We have this beautiful cedar here. This just gorgeous cedar, and she will remain, you know, the star of the show on this side. But we do want to kind of rehab this as well. You can see the former occupant had these palms here, which are mostly dead. Not completely though. Let me get around to that. This soil is probably a little less impacted than the other two. It's the lawn and the area to the right here. Just has more duff on it. So I think that's been helpful to it. This little palm is trying to come back here, which I think is a reflection of the fact that this has got a little more life in the soil here. So this is probably going to be the last area that I work on. I'll probably cut these guys, trim them down soon, let that flourish. Right now I feel like it's being guarded by these three keepers of the, you know, of the baby there. So I'm just going to let them be for a bit. They seem pretty solid when I grab onto them, and you know, they're not just going to fall over. So I think I'm going to leave them there and let nature do its thing. Maybe I'll cut them. So anyhow, this will be the last area that we really work on, kind of restoring, because like I said, there's some more duff to the soil. There might actually be soil here. Yeah, see? Yeah, so can't do that with the lawn. You break your finger. So those are the three areas we're working on: the lawn, and then these two front areas. We'll be using that hay mixed with some wood chips, compost, urine, biochar applications. I'm hoping that the next video will be me spraying on some of the organic charcoal onto the lawn to start the detoxifying process. Probably going to first start near that deer pathway area, although I might start closer to the house. We'll see. I might actually divvy it up between the two. Also have some biochar that I made in my solo stove, so we'll have some of that too that I might crush up. Okie doke. Thanks for listening. I'll see you soon. Bye.